Welcome to another episode of the Read Pile. I don't have the cover for this. I think it's in the bedroom where my wife is currently asleep, but it'll be in the thumbnail, obviously. First Wave. So I grabbed this recently. I just shot a video for this, and I loved it, but it got me thinking about the pulp era, and that reminded me of First Wave, which I'd been meaning to revisit for a while, and I have some mixed feelings about this. So I enjoyed it the first time I read it through. This is written by Azzarello, and there's two main things in here. So it is, where is it? It's here. So there's the first 6 issues, which is the complete series of First Wave, and then there's also a Batman Doc Savage special, which starts the book. This is by Phil Noto, art by Noto, and then the 6 issues have art by Rags Morales. And you can see the spirit right there. I've already mentioned Doc Savage. But this is prior to the New 52 Universe DC reboot thing. Back in 2010, 2011, they were trying to do the Pulp verse, I think is what it was called, and it's not a great name. But Azzarello was spearheading this pulp mashup of characters, of properties, and Doc Savage, Batman. The whole point of well, not necessarily the point, but a key point of the universe was that nobody had superpowers, right? So you had Batman, Doc Savage, there's the Spirit in here, Avenger, Justice Inc., there's Blackhawks, and I think I'm forgetting somebody. There's Rima, the Jungle Girl, and there's Black Canary at the back of this, even though I don't think she's actually in the story, which is weird. Yeah, Rima, the Jungle Girl. And here's this insert about Black Canary. Like I said, I don't think she's in it. Yeah, I think that's everyone else. So I enjoyed this the first time that I read it many years ago, and revisiting it now, I'm a little torn. So as far as the special goes, Batman Doc Savage, I think that's well done. Doc Savage comes to Gotham, the two of them have a run-in, and it's well done. But then we get to the 6-issue miniseries, and I think, in my opinion, there are too many characters, too many plot lines, and not enough for some of them to do. So Batman and Doc Savage are still well done. The Spirit introduces a level of humor that everyone else, literally everyone else, is lacking. And it's nice, but again, I don't think he has much to do. And the Blackhawks, similarly, are kind of sub-characters, even though they show up fairly often. I think they could have been left out. And the Jungle Girl also shows up repeatedly, but she doesn't have much to do either. She's sort of a vehicle for some information. And the Avenger does a couple of good things, but again, he doesn't have much to do either. There's, like I said, there's just too many plot lines. There's a thing in here about Doc Savage's father and his death, and there's another storyline about the main villain and what he's built, and he has a bubble. He has a city on a bubble, and there's a point in here where they show he's got this city on a bubble boat, and he's got a wave generator, and then his bubble city gets taken out by this giant wave. Spoilers, but like these are multi-story buildings, and this is just straight ridiculous how big this wall of water is. Anyway, yeah, there's too much going on, and I don't think there's enough focus on some of the stuff. I think it doesn't serve those characters well, and it would have been better. I don't know if you maybe cut an issue or two from this, and you just focus on, I would say, Batman Doc Savage for sure, but give the Spirit a bit more to do. Cut the Blackhawks out. Cut out the There's a super weird thing where there's a bacterium that's transforming blood into gold, and I'm like, this is a step too far. Anyway, I still like Azzarello as a writer. The dialogue itself is really done. I think really done well. I think it's one of his absolute strengths. It's just, I'm going to say that the plotting isn't as strong as some of his other books. So it's I don't know. I think this is going in the maybe pile. This isn't going immediately back on the shelf. This might actually wind up in a to-go pile, but it's just not as strong as I think. I'll say that my opinion of it isn't as high as it was originally. This is Giant Lizard too, and that's kind of fun. Anyway, it's I was just in a pulp frame of mind after starting this, and I need to get back, read some more of this because it's absolute fun. So it's weird bringing that up, but anyway, yeah, I was just in a pulp frame of mind. I thought that was a good excuse to revisit this, and it's, again, I'll say one more time, just not as good as I remember it being the first time.